let's talk about something that's on a lot of Scout leaders' minds: recruitment. How do we grow our troops? Today, we're going to dive into a new way of thinking about this, one that moves beyond the old habits to really build a thriving, exciting future for our Scouts. Okay, let's just rip the Band-Aid off right away. This quote, it might sting a little, but it's a reality check we all need. For years, so many troops have relied on that one annual shot in the arm, Cub Scout crossover. But listen, if that's still your only plan, you're not just treading water, you're pretty much guaranteeing that your troop is going to shrink. So why is this such a big deal? I mean, who cares about the numbers, right? Wrong. A shrinking troop isn't just a smaller troop. It's a weaker one. It creates this domino effect that directly impacts the experience for the Scouts who are still there. Let's break down exactly what that looks like. It's really a vicious cycle. It all starts with the patrol method. You know, the absolute core of Scouting, where kids lead kids. Well, with too few Scouts, that system just breaks down. Suddenly, 2 or 3 kids are stuck doing all the cooking, all the setup, all the work. Leadership roles, they evaporate. And pretty soon, the camaraderie fades, and you know what? Scouting just stops being fun. And that doesn't just keep new kids from joining, it pushes the ones you have right out the door. So how do we break out of that downward spiral? Well, it all starts with a huge shift in our mindset. We have to ditch what's called static recruiting. That's the old once-a-year push model. And we need to fully embrace a proactive, year-round approach called dynamic recruiting. And this chart just lays it out perfectly. Look at the left. Static recruiting is what we've always done. It's event-based, it's totally adult-driven, and you're essentially just inviting strangers. But look at the right side. Dynamic recruiting is continuous, it's intentional, and here's the absolute game changer: it's youth-led. It's not about us, it's about friends inviting friends. That one little shift changes absolutely everything. And that leads us to what is, without a doubt, the most powerful recruiting tool you have. It's time to stop trying to do it all ourselves and put the power right where it belongs, in the hands of our Scouts. I mean, it really is this simple. This is the truth at the heart of it all. A personal invitation from a friend, it just has so much more weight, more trust, more excitement than any flyer or yard sign we could ever create. It's all about trust. So here's our job as leaders. This is the real question. How do we actually empower our Scouts to do this? Because let's be real, just telling them, hey, go invite your friends, well, that's not a strategy. We have to give them the tools and the confidence to actually pull it off. And the best tool we can give them is what's called an elevator pitch. Now, don't let the name scare you. This is not a corporate sales pitch. It's just a quick, personal story about something cool they did in Scouts, something they can share in the lunch line, on the bus, wherever. It's authentic, it's from the heart, and that's exactly why it works. And to make this super easy for any Scout to remember, we can teach them a simple framework. Just remember the word CAMP. It stands for connection, activity, meaning, and pitch. Let's walk through each one. First up, C is for connection. This is crucial. You start with the friend, not with Scouting. You connect something you know they like, video games, building things, whatever, to something in Scouting. Something like, hey, I know you like building stuff. That simple start makes it personal, not generic. Next, A is for activity. This is where you share a specific, awesome thing your troop did. Don't say, we go camping. That's boring. Say, well, last month in Scouts, we built this giant raft out of logs and had a race across the lake. Specifics make it sound real and, frankly, way cooler. Then comes M for meaning. This is the heart of it, the why. Why was it fun? It was just so awesome to be outside with friends, actually doing stuff instead of staring at our phones. This part makes it genuine and relatable. And last, P is for pitch. And this is key. It has to be low pressure. This is not a hard sell. It's a casual, simple invitation. Hey, you should come check it out with me next week. That's it. No strings attached. Easy to say yes to. Now, of course, a skill like this takes practice. So our job as leaders is to build this into our regular troop meetings. Make it fun, turn it into a game, pair Scouts up. The goal isn't to create little robots reciting a script. It's to build their confidence so this feels totally natural. But we have to be realistic. Asking a friend can feel kind of scary. So we need to help our Scouts deal with those fears. What if they say no? We teach them that no is okay. It's just part of it. What if they think, my friends aren't into scouting? We reframe it. You're not inviting them to join a big organization. You're just inviting them to come have fun with you. And for the too busy excuse, easy. You're only inviting them to one cool event, not for a lifetime. Okay, so peer-to-peer is your number one go-to strategy, but you can absolutely supplement that with some wider outreach. And the best place to do that? The local middle schools. That is the perfect age where kids are looking for their place to belong. There's a super simple 3-step plan that works. 1. Get into the school for a quick 5-minute high-energy talk during lunch. 2. Hand out a flyer with a QR code to every single student. And this is critical, that QR code needs to link to a page with tons of awesome photos of your troop in action. 3. You have to act fast. Host a sign-up night at the school the very next evening to make it incredibly easy for families to get involved. So when you pull all these ideas together, the peer-to-peer, the school visits, what you're really talking about is a complete cultural shift in your troop. This is about moving recruitment from a chore we do once a year to a positive, year-round way of thinking. And this right here, this might be the most powerful idea of them all. What if we taught our scouts that inviting a friend isn't recruiting, it's just part of do a good turn daily? You're not selling them something, you're offering them a gift, the gift of adventure and friendship. That reframes the entire thing from a chore to an act of kindness. And this quote gets to the very heart of why this matters so much right now. Kids today are homesick for a world they've never known. They're craving real connection, real freedom, real adventure away from their screens. Scouting isn't just another activity. It's the answer to a deep, fundamental need. The takeaway here is so simple. Parents are desperate to get their kids off their phones and out into the real world. For kids to do that, somebody has to open the front door for them. Scouting is that door. Our job as leaders is to make sure that door is wide open and easy to walk through. So I'll leave you with this one question to take back to your troop committee, to your scouts. Is your front door only cracked open for a few weeks a year? Or is it wide open all year long, ready to welcome the next friend who gets that personal invitation to an amazing adventure?